Breaking news for you.
Well, as is so often the case, it was a big weekend in terms of VAR calls in the Premier League over the last couple of days. Sky Sports News has been told that the Premier League is likely to opt out of a new law change which would allow VAR to assess whether this new feature will be trialled.
I've made a huge mistake, but I've never seen that in football, where you blow the whistle and then you change your mind. VAR, you don't have to get involved, VAR. That's nothing to do with you. It's nothing to do with VAR whatsoever. It's to do with the referee, Lee Mason, who's come out and made a huge mistake. But no, I've never seen an incident like that. I think Lee Mason's made a huge mistake, and he should, you know what, I'd respect him more if he came out after maybe and said, yeah, I made a mistake, I apologise, because you can clearly hear he blew the whistle, and once you blow the whistle, that means I can take the free kick.
Which does beg the question. I mean, some people are quick to say VAR gets involved too often, but when we see, as you wonderfully highlighted, Dermot, the view of the referee was obscured and therefore he can't get a proper look at it, why isn't this the ideal time for VAR to step in and go, you might want to go on the screen, have another look at that. If you stick with it, that's fine. But if you don't, then at least we have done our work.
Chaos, confusion, and controversy unfolded at the Vitality Stadium in a moment that may come to define Manchester United's season. What should have been a decisive and momentum-shifting goal from Bruno Fernandes instead turned into one of the most fiercely debated VAR incidents of the campaign. At the heart of the storm lies a simple question: how can a goal that appeared legitimate to the naked eye and even on multiple replays be overturned without a clear and obvious reason? The incident itself seemed straightforward at first. Fernandes found the net with precision and composure, sparking immediate celebrations from Manchester United players and fans alike. But those celebrations were cut short as the referee paused play, awaiting a VAR review. As the seconds stretched into minutes, tension grew. Players gathered, fans waited, and confusion began to take hold. When the decision finally came, goal disallowed, disbelief rippled across the stadium. What made the decision even more controversial was the lack of a clear explanation. Replay angles failed to show any obvious infringement, whether offside, foul, or handball. Instead of clarity, the review process only deepened the sense of uncertainty. This incident has once again thrust VAR into the spotlight, not as a tool for fairness, but as a source of frustration. The technology, introduced to eliminate clear errors, now faces growing criticism for what many see as inconsistent application. Fans and pundits alike have pointed to a recurring issue: similar incidents often produce different outcomes. Without transparency in communication or clear visual evidence, decisions risk appearing arbitrary rather than objective. The phrase clear and obvious error has become central to the debate, and in this case, many argue that threshold was not met. Beyond the controversy, the decision had a profound effect on the match itself. Goals are not just numbers on a scoreboard, they are emotional and tactical turning points. Had Fernandes' strike stood, Manchester United would have gained momentum, confidence, and control. Instead, the disallowed goal shifted the psychological balance. Energy drained, frustration crept in, and the opposition seized the moment. At the highest level of football, such marginal decisions can dictate not only individual matches but entire seasons. While the immediate focus remains on this particular incident, the broader implications cannot be ignored. Trust in VAR is increasingly fragile. Each controversial call adds to a growing narrative that the system lacks consistency and clarity. For Manchester United, the timing could not be worse. With crucial fixtures ahead and ambitions hanging in the balance, moments like these carry significant weight. Points dropped due to contentious decisions could ultimately shape their league position and European prospects. The solution is not necessarily the removal of VAR, but its refinement. Greater transparency, such as live audio explanations or clearer visual breakdowns, could help restore confidence. Consistent standards across matches and officials are equally essential. Until then, incidents like the one at the Vitality Stadium will continue to spark outrage, debate, and division. Football has always been a game of fine margins, but in the era of VAR, those margins are under intense scrutiny. The disallowed goal for Bruno Fernandes is more than just a controversial moment, it is a symbol of a system struggling to balance precision with trust. As the debate rages on, one thing is certain: this incident will not be forgotten anytime soon.